Alright, Shalom Israel. I'm preaching officer of 1,000 Tamayim. I got preaching officer of 500 with me, a cause.
Shalom Christ.
So we teaching the I.S.U.P.K Sabbath day class. Alright? Amaja, everybody up here. Y'all sit down. Alright. Come on, state your registry.
Mawasa, Banyahala, Banyashala.
Mawasa, Banyahala, Banyashala.
Yahabasham, Yahabasham, Brakatha.
Yahabasham, Yahabasham, Brakatha.
Vayashala.
All right. The palm hakudam. It's like an Amaja, which means stand. The palm hakudam, which means face the east. All right. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the English.
Hebrew.
In the Hebrew, Shlak in Hebrew.
This is Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanam. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahawah. Malakuka. Taba'ah. Batazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baharbatazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemayim. Natananaw. Nakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalakinaw. Kawatinaw. Kazalakinaw. Kawatinaw. Wala'ah. Wala Saiwan. Shayna. Mayam. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wala'ala. The power with the Amen.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be.
This is the prayer and the power in the Hebrew. Yahawah. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Babakusha. Natananaw. Haka. Rapa'ah. Makala. Marawa. Haka. Atahar. Hamasirayim. Haka. Ahapiyam. Hamatiyam. Haka. Arakawah. Tama'ala. Nakabashan. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Tawar. Amen.
Right. This is a prayer for the power in the English. Yahawah. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
This is in Hebrew, Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Aha'ayim. Mahayan. Yabah Azariah. Azariah. A'ayim. Yahawah. Asha. Shamayam. Baratazah. Ayatan. Number what? Regalia. Ayalamam. Shamarka. Anala. Yalawam. Wala'a. Yashan. Shalmar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Zalka. Awyai. Yamyunka. Yawamam. Shamash. La'a. Akaka. Wayarak. Malayla. Yahweh. Yashimarka. Malkara. Yashimar. Atapaska. Yahweh. Yashimar. Azabka. Baba'aka. Wa'ai Awalam.
This is Psalms 121 in the English. I lift my eyes to the hill. From whence come from my help? My help come from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord thy keeper. The Lord thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor move by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Al-Ayat. Al-Dam Yalaka. Al-Takarash. Al-Tashikwat. Yahanna. I.S.U.P.K. Yahanna Yabam. Ra'ash. Al-Amika. Yahawa. Sawada. Waitaya Tazawa. Tazabawanika. Makawa. Wanakakinam. Magawaya. Wala'a. Zarka. Shamya Shala. Awada. Kaya. Namatazawa. Laba. Nakadwa. Alika. Barya. Yakawawa. Ahayala. Adawam. Wayashama. Slakia. Washamai. Ayam. Mawa'aba. Magayam. Kabal. Wamawam. Wamalak. Palasha. Amayabu. Tazawar. Ganyashawar. Dalawa. Amam. Hayawa. Zerawa. Labayalawa. Selah. I.S.U.P.K. Kamagin. Kasasara. Hayawa. Daman. Darama. Shayatamwa. Nada. Ya'awa. That's like it again. Nada. Yamabwa. Ka'ar. Wakazabak. Watazal. Kana Sikamwa. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Gadala. Kwash. Lapanya. Ash. Tabaayir. Wakalaba. Talahat. Arayam. Khan. Yabadama. Masa'arika. Wabasawapaka. Labalaham. Mala'a. Payaham. Kwalawan. Wayabaskwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabasaw. Salaki. Yashabu. Wayabalawa. Wayabahawa. Adai. Wakpawa. Wayabadwa. Wayadawa. Kayata. Shamka. Yahweh. Abarka. Alawam. Aka Hawataza.
All right, give him a hand. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O Yahweh. For now, thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee. I lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And concerted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of
Israel.
Maybe no more remembering. But they have consulted together.
With
one consent.
With one consent.
They have conferred against thee. The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. The Baal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. The inhabitants of Tyre. Asses also joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. And to the Midianites. To Sarah. And to Jabin. At the brook of Kishon. Which pairs are indoors. They became as dung for the earth. Make their numbers like a rat. And like Zeed. Also their princes. As a bar. And as a moon. Who said. They'll take to ourselves. The house of Yahanna. In possession. On my power. Make them like the wheel. As the stove before the wind. As the fire burning the wood. As the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy temper. And make them afraid with thy stone. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yes. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That God. Who never loved. Is Yahanna. The Most High. Alright. Psalm, which means turn. Yeshavim, which means to be seated. I think we had Numbers 26 and 14.
We'll clap it up. We'll get the Sabbath day service. We'll start Numbers. What's the other one?
26 and 14.
26 and 14. Come.
You read them all, son?
I'll read it, son.
Okay.
Give it a try.
All right.
Most High and pray.
Get your app up. You got that? You can see it?
Yeah.
You got yours? You can see yours.
26 and 15, I mean 14, Sloppy. You got it?
Okay. Allah, Masha Pa.
Sloppy, not 14. Start from give me 1 minute. 25.
Come.
Allah, Masha Pa, Yashikar, Yahanna. Arabaya,
That's number 4. What's number 4 in Hebrew? Arabai. Go ahead. That's 16 in Hebrew.
Washashayam.
And that's 1,000 in Hebrew.
Khan.
A lot.
Allah. Washalash,
That's right.
Ma'arath,
Mm-hmm. Sa.
Slakia, Sa. Makayam, Slakia.
That's children. Banya.
Banya, Rala,
That's a tribe. It's a Balawan.
Zabalawan, Lamash, Shapah, Atham, Lamash Shapatham, Lasar Ratazat, Slakia,
You had it right the first time. That's a rock.
Lasarat, Mashapatham,
Right.
Ahiras, Slakia, Ha'ai Ratazia,
Where you at?
Hasaratai,
Hasaradayu.
Hasaradai,
What's you getting? Can't see it? Yeah, give me the phone to the class.
Rakam, Rock,
The Alawan.
Ram, Slaki. Mashapath,
The Mashapak. The
Mashapath,
Go ahead.
Ha'al,
The Alia.
Ha'al, yeah. Layath, La'al,
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Mashapah,
Mashapak. The
Mashapatha,
Go ahead.
Hayath, La'al, Alia,
Give me a hand. Work. All right. I'm reading this 5 for you. Verse 27. Allah, Mashapartha, Ha, Allah, Mashapartha, Ha, Zabalawanya, La, Pukwad, Yaham, Shashayam, Allah, Wa, Kamash, Ma, Awa, Sa. Verse 28. Maya, Yawasa, La, Mash, Pukatham, Ma, Nasha, Wa, Aparayam, Wa, Aparayam. Verse 29. Banya, Ma, Nasha, La, Makayar, Ma, Shapaktha, Ha, Maki, Ha, Mak, Uriah, Wa, Mak, Yar, Ha, Walayah, Af, Gal, Ayid, La, Gal, Ayid, Ma, Shapaktha, Ha, Gal, Ayah, verse 30. What you started with, scripture you started from?
Read through, start from 6, we'll read through 30.
26.
Last verse. 30 last verse.
Which one we started from? 24?
25.
Start on.
We started from 24?
25.
25.
25? So I'm starting at 32. Okay, one minute now?
30, sir.
30. Allah, Bayah, Go Zar, Ma Shapakta, Ha I.S.U.P.K, La Kal Lak, Ma Shapakta, Ha Kala Koya. Verse 31. 1. Wa Arshaya Allah, Ma Shapakta, Ha Arshaya Alaya, Wa Shakam, Ma Shapakta, Ha Shakamya. Last verse, verse 32. Wa Shamaya I. Wa Shamaya I. Ma Shapakta, Ha Shamaya Aya. Wa Kapar, Wa Shapaka, Ha Kaparya. All right.
25, yeah.
Huh? That's Psalm 25 where it says, Issachar.
Okay. These are the families of Issachar, according to those that were numbered of them, 304,300.
Now we gonna get into the history of Issachar, which is the Mexicans. You'll see it on our banner on the wall. The tribe of Issachar is the Mexicans, and I think I sent you the scripture. It's in Genesis chapter 30, verse 14. You know you got it?
Genesis 30, 14.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of Genesis 30 and 14. And Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes.
And Reuben is Leah's oldest son. This is her oldest son. All right? And it's also Jacob's oldest son. Read.
The days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field.
Mandrakes. Do anybody know what mandrakes is? Go ahead, Ward.
It's like it, sir. It's a type of herb that helps physical performance.
What kind of physical performance?
That of a aphrodisiac nature.
Come on, break it. Give it to everybody in baby form.
It's like a Red Bull. It gives you wings.
I
I know
like that.
Would you just say you're wrong?
Oh, Salaki, it's like Viagra.
It's stronger than Viagra.
Damn.
It's stronger than
Cialis.
All right, read.
And brought them unto his mother, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes. Verse 15.
Read that again.
And brought them into his mother, Leah.
Yeah.
Then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of the son's mandrakes.
And why Rachel want these mandrakes so bad?
Be insistent.
Anybody can answer? Go ahead, sis.
I think she wanted to have sex with
Go ahead, let it out.
have sex with her husband. And she wanted a child, right?
Yes. Yeah, because Rachel was having more of a hard time than Leah having children. All right? Read.
This is verse 15. And she said unto her, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband? And wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also?
Mm.
And Rachel said, therefore.
And why Leah said that? Both of them were married to Jacob. Why did she say that? Go ahead.
Because they sisters, just like sisters today.
Yeah, but why did she say it though? Why did Leah say that to Rachel? Because Jacob was really in love with Rachel. But why Leah told Rachel that? Go ahead.
That's a lot, sir, because she wants to spend more time with Jacob.
No. Why Leah said, you gonna take my husband? Why did she feel that way?
Salakia. She was married to him first.
Get her hand. All right. But you know what? In I.S.U.P.K, You know what it is. Alright? Read on.
Come. And Rachel said, therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes.
So what happened right here? What happened right here was Rachel said, you know what? For those mandrakes, the day I'm supposed to be with Jacob, but I'm gonna let you get this day. Alright? For the mandrakes. That's how bad I want the mandrakes. I mean, read.
Verse 16. And Jacob came out of the field that evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night.
Mandrakes or maiden?
So
Let's say maiden or mandrakes. I think it say maiden.
so it says, I have hired thee with thy son's mandrakes.
Okay. Go ahead on.
Come. He lay with thee, he lay with her that night. Verse 17. And Yahweh hearkened unto Leah, and she conceived and bare Jacob the 5th son. Come.
Read on.
Verse 18. And Leah said, Yahweh had given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar.
Now what happened right here? If you've been paying attention to him reading, you will know what happened. What happened? Is Leah the mother of Issachar or Rachel?
Leah.
No, she's not. Read 18 again. Read verse 18 again. 18.
Come. And Leah said, Yahweh hath given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband. And she called his name Issachar.
Now who's the mother of Issachar? Is it Leah or Rachel?
Oh, smart. Young man.
Go ahead.
Leah?
No. Is it Leah or Rachel?
Yeah, it said Rachel because he gave it over.
No.
Rachel ain't Leah.
Read it again.
And Leah
This
said,
last time. Go ahead, Warren.
So I believe it was a maiden.
Give him a hand. Do you know the maiden name? Because Rachel had a maiden that she gave to Jacob too. Leah and Rachel gave Jacob their maiden to have children. Leah maiden had 2 of her sons. Right? 2 of Jacob's sons. But when you give your maiden to your husband, it's still considered your children, because that's your maiden. Alright? That's why it was wrote out that way. You know what I mean? But the mother of Issachar is Zilpah. 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 Alright? You got that scripture on a card?
Which one?
Zilpah. I think I sent that to you. Okay, it's Genesis 30 and 10. Zilpah, she was the mother of 2 of Jacob's sons. All right, we're gonna read about it. We're gonna read about one.
Come. This is the book of Genesis 30 and 10. And Zilpah, Leah's maiden, bare Jacob his son. Verse 11. And Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name Gad.
So Zilpah, she's the mother of Gad and also of Issachar. Okay? All right. Go. I need you to go to Genesis 49 and 14, Ward. So now, the reason why Issachar's name is for hire, one of the reasons why is because Leah hired her maid to have sex with Jacob, and she was for hire for some mandrakes. That what his name means for hire. All right.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Keep that again, if you don't mind.
Okay, I said the reason why Issachar's name means for hire is because she hired her maiden, right? For the mandrakes. What Reuben had the mandrakes, right? She wanted the mandrakes so bad that she hired her maiden, right, to have sex with Jacob.
Right.
I mean, because that day she wasn't supposed to be with Jacob. Neither her maid. That was Rachel's day. So instead that day being for Rachel, they exchanged that day for some mandrakes, which is a form of Viagra, but it's stronger than Viagra if you look it up. All right, so that's what happened, and that's why his name means for hire, because she hired her maid. All right, read that.
Genesis 49:14.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of Genesis 49:14. It's like Issachar is a strong ass, crouching down between two burdens.
Hey man, Christians ain't gonna like that. Read it again.
Verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass, couching down between two burdens. Verse 15.
Okay, what could this mean? Issachar is a strong ass. What's an ass? Anybody know what's an ass?
Salaki, sir. It's a donkey or wildebeest that is meant for labor.
Right here, this a donkey.
Come.
All right. Now, how he is a strong donkey between two burdens?
Lucky, would that be the burdens be the sacks that they carry on both sides?
Yeah. But that's the animal version. I need Issachar version, the human being.
Oh, between two burdens, would that be Leah and Rebecca?
No. You gotta remember, in Genesis chapter 49, this is Jacob giving prophecy to his sons about what they're gonna be in the end.
Oh,
It's prophecy.
Go ahead.
it's the landmass saying
So you gotta give me more than that.
between two burdens.
Think of the metaphor.
You're around it though. You close to it now. You very. I like your answer. You very close to it.
Like if I could, think of what they're known for today.
Work.
This was a prophecy. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, like Mexico is there in Mexico. What the Israelites say is between the burdens of two oppressors from working for to build a field, build the fruits and crops for North America and South America. It's like
Yeah, man, he got it. All right. And what else? What else could it be?
It's like,
Go ahead.
I was going for the they're for hire, cheap as hell.
Hard work and low pay.
Right.
Hard work and low pay. All right. All right. We know. You got anything left on that?
That was it. So verse 15.
15. Yeah, no, keep going.
This verse 15. And he saw the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulders to bear. It became a servant into tribute.
Okay, give me that article where it says time, siesta.
All right, this is the Mexico City last week. Mexicans are accustomed to go home for a big lunch, take a nap, return to work. The decree, when it takes effect.
Stop that. Read that scripture again. Read that scripture at the Bible. Let him read it. You hold on to that article, all right?
Genesis 49 and 14. Start.
Got it?
15?
Yeah. I don't think we had 15. We had Genesis when it says he lay down, sleeps. Read that
My phone froze up, so.
read that scripture again. Somebody get that scripture for him.
This is Genesis 49 and 14 as we started.
Yeah, read that.
Come. Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens.
Mm-hmm.
And verse 15, he saw that the rest was good, and the land that is pleasant, and bowed his shoulders.
Okay, he saw that the rest was good. Now read that what you just read at that article.
Mexicans are accustomed to go home for a big lunch, take a nap, return to work. The decree, when it takes effect, will allow them 1 hour only.
So what, Mexicans, they very big on the construction sites. Whatever site they work on, they take a big long lunch.
Right.
I mean, I mean, they eat good. All of it together, eat good. And man, and guess what? They try to find somewhere to go take a little quick nap at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The oppressor ain't gonna let the Mexican keep their hours. You know, he gonna cut it down 30 minutes, but they rather do an hour. All right. Spain tried to claim this day, but the Mexicans actually started the siesta.
Right.
All right. Okay. So
It's like I want to say that back in Mexico, see, there was in some of the cities there was like a time or a horn used to blow, and at that time everybody knew, shut down, take an hour break, relax, and sleep.
Salakia. My sister was stationed in Italy, and she said it was a town in Italy that did that.
That's right. The Most High Christ. Yep. So Bible is prophetic.
Right.
okay, where we at now?
Go back to verse 16. Let's talk about Dan.
16.
16 is talking about Dan.
We talking about in Genesis?
Come. I'm doing that one.
They talking about Zebulon.
Right, but 16 says Dan shall judge these people.
Okay.
Well, I think we finished with that one.
No, I'm trying to go back to Numbers.
Okay.
Oh, Numbers 26 and 26. Of the sons of Zebulun, after their families, of Sered, the family of the Sardites, of Elon, the family of the Elonites.
Now we gonna get Slocking. Before we get into Zebulon, I got one more scripture to bring about to talk about Issachar. Now I mean, Issachar was just a hard worker. He also had another special talent. Now I mean, I gave that scripture too as well because
20, 49, Genesis 30 and 20.
let me see. Yeah, give me First Chronicles. Yeah, First Chronicles, chapter 12, verse 32. You can read it from here if you want to. I mean, I already got it. Yeah, it's the scripture already there.
And of the children of Issachar, this is 1 Chronicles 12 and 32. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all of their brethren were all their commandment.
That's it.
Come.
Read the rest, Lord. What it says, read from the top again.
Come. And the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the
Men
times.
that had understanding. That means they're very intelligent.
Right.
All right. Issachar, they know how to build a house faster than anybody, man. They came over here to America, man, and built America so many homes and houses and businesses. And what the oppressors do? They put them in cages, man. All they come over here to do is work.
His word.
And get paid so goddamn cheap.
Right.
Go ahead, Ward.
Salakia, is it with the understanding of the times? You know how the down there the Aztecs, the Israelites, the Aztecs had the
Aztecs. No, you would think that, but no, because that's the Mayan calendar.
The Mayan.
Yeah, the Mayan calendar. Okay, the Mayans are the tribe of Zebulon. That's not the Issachar. Issachar is the Aztecs.
Oh, come.
Yeah. All right. Read it again.
Come. And for this is 1 Chronicles 12 and 32. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were all their commandment.
Back then,
it's like was at their commandment.
Back then, Issachar, they used to go to Issachar and ask Issachar advice on what to do and when to move and when not to move, because Issachar understood time and he had intelligence. Now, I mean, he also knew how to work, and guess what? When he worked, he get the things done faster than everybody else get. You know what I mean? Do work. Yeah, he do it right now today. We might build a house and it will take us about a month. It's gonna take Issachar a week.
Oh, months yesterday.
And he's still gonna be taking his hour lunch.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead, Warren.
So like just how you're saying how Issachar know how to move, they talk about Issachar in the prison systems, how organized they are.
Right.
They say they're the most organized out of any group in there, and they move a certain way. They got a rank system just like we do.
Pictures.
Yeah, they very got some good understanding and intelligence, man.
Have you seen Issachar build a house, man?
Yes.
Them shingles, he carried them shingles up the ladder so quick, boom, and lay it down.
Yeah, man, he got a. I mean, his how he eat is everyday thing. He eat beans, rice, and meat,
And that's exactly why Judah gonna fall asleep for a while. It'll take a month for us to build it, because he gonna sleep after that.
Yeah.
Beans and rice and
But see, it's the thing with Issachar, man. Issachar come over here with a plan.
Right.
A lot of our northern tribe brothers come over here with a plan, but Issachar most definitely come over here with a plan. See, us Judahites, we was born here after slavery.
Got accustomed to it.
I mean, and we just lazy. We get our stimulus check and say, I ain't going back to work. I mean, but Issachar still going to work. Know what I mean? All right, let's go back to Numbers. Chapter 26.
And 26, sir.
26. And where we started from?
25.
Okay. Go ahead.
Of the sons of Zebulun, after their families, of Sered, the family of the Sardites, of Elon, the family of the Elonites, of Jaleel, the family of the Jaleelites.
Now we're gonna talk about the history of Zebulun, right? Zebulun was a go-getter. When you think about a port inside of a city, that was Zebulun, man. Zebulun went out there in the sea. Zebulun was a sailor. He went out there and traded our goods with other nations and brought back the money, triple fold. And guess who helped him? The tribe of Issachar. You know what I mean? He came back and bought those goods back and had seed, planted it inside the land, and Issachar worked the land. And Issachar made it come back double fold. Issachar and Zebulun was neighboring cities. They worked together. Zebulun didn't move unless Issachar told him what to do. All right? Because he knew Issachar was a tribe of understanding.
Right.
All right, but we're going to get into the history of Zebulun. Give me Genesis 30 and I think, 6?
You got 30 and 20? No,
Nah, it's at the beginning.
49 and 13?
30.
And 10. Come on. That was talking about Zia upon Leah's maiden, bear Jacob.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to, okay, so it might be 20, I think you're right. Salaki. Go to where it says, he was happy to dwell with me.
That's 49 and 13? That's 30 and 20. Genesis 30 and 20.
Yeah, go there.
Chapter 30.
Start from 19.
Come. This is Genesis 30 and 20.
19.
Come.
Verse 19.
This is the book of Genesis 30 and 19. And Leah conceived again and bare Jacob the sixth son. Verse 20. And Leah said,
Now, Zebulun was her sixth son, all right?
All right.
Read on.
Come. Verse 20. And Leah said, Yahweh hath endued me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons.
And this is a new. This is a new that if she kept on having kids by this man, this man had to dwell with her. He had to sit there and take care of them babies.
Right.
Know what I mean? Know what I mean? He loved Rachel, but hey, guess what? I got all your children. What you gonna do? All right.
And homes are running out of
Know what I mean?
So like,
Go
does
ahead.
that mean they lived in separate homes? Like the wives lived in separate homes?
I'm pretty sure they had different tents.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Chuck, hey man, y'all know what time it is. We was all in the same village, but we had different tents. You know what I mean? And still to this day, that's what we practice in I.S.U.P.K. We know ain't no such thing as no sister wives.
Yeah.
I mean-
the reason why I say that, because some people always like, y'all don't live together.
That's the fake Israelites. See, we know in here that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Your tent be on fire.
Yeah, it's going down. It's going. Yeah, you need to have your tent, and she need to have her tent. Have your boundary, and she have her boundary. All right, cause you know what's gonna happen. You It's all over with. All right? And they were sisters. They were blood sisters. That same mama, same daddy. You know what I mean? But they not gonna get along. Cause you know how it is. Judite women, I ain't gonna say Judite women. These Israelites, Judite women. These Israelites, they lioness. You know, you can't do that. All right, but read.
Come. And Leah said, God had endowed me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun. 21.
Zebulun means to dwell. To dwell. When she had Zebulun, she said, I know for sure my husband gonna be with me and not with my little sister.
Right.
He ain't gonna be over there with her, because I gave him 6 sons. Now she gotta catch up. She gotta play catch up. Alright? Alright. Now I gave you a scripture about Zebulun.
Come. 49 and 13.
Yeah. If you say Genesis 49 and 13.
Come.
Go ahead.
Alright, this is the book of Genesis 49 and 13. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for a haven for ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon.
The tribe of Zebulun, man, they was the tribe that made sure that Israel had money, man. We kept some currency coming in. When it came to trade, Zebulun was the tribe that made sure that we ate, made sure that we were making money, and we was good.
Right.
All right, we depended on the tribe of Zebulun. All right.
It's like if I could, I don't want to do that. Anybody know what that is? What that haven he's talking about? It's between 2 areas. It's called the Panama Canal. And when you go through that Panama Canal, I had the president going through when I was in the military. We had to go through it. And the way it works is that only one ship can pass through at a time. So if you think about it, back then, Zebulun had that whole place on lock. So all the trades and all the marketing had to come through that town. And so if you own that port, you control everything. You own the lot. So Zebulun, they had to figure out how the ships can go through that. So Zebulun understood how to build that Panama Canal. Now the U.S. went over and did their things too, but back then, the way only one ship can go through. So when one ship go through, the water goes down, and then the water rises up for the ship to be able to go. And once that ship goes through, they dump that water out. So only one ship can go at a time. It's amazing how they did it. That's our people. Our people built that Panama Canal. I don't give a damn if the United States came and helped out, but our people over there. And when you go to see the workers, you see the Panamanians out there working. The Zebulun, the Costa Ricans, they all over there working them daggone ports, and they working like that. So those brothers built those ships in those towns, how to get the trades through. And nobody can go through that Panama Canal unless you get permission from our brothers to go through there.
Right.
So it's just amazing. If you haven't had a chance to go through, if you ever take a trip, cruise, and go through the Panama Canal, you'll see how it works. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, and the Bible said there's no brand new thing under the sun, man. Nothing new under the sun at all. Right. What they did back then, they're doing right now. If you read about Zidon, I don't know if y'all know the history about Zidon. Tyre and Zidon, those Canaanite nations that they did the same thing. They went out there in the sea and they did trade.
Right.
And the tribe of Zebulun took over this area. Now I mean, if you ever read about what's that witch name? That damn queen name was Jezebel. Yeah, Jezebel. Anybody know about Jezebel? Was she an Israelite or was she a heathen?
Heathen.
Glad we all know that. What kind of heathen she was?
A nasty.
Nasty. But what nation? Yeah, but what kind of Hamite? There was all kind of Hamites. Huh?
The nasty one.
All of them nasty. It's different shades of nasty. Nah.
Was she of Canaan, sir?
Yeah, that's right. Canaanite. I mean, when we had to deal with the Africans, we had to deal with the Canaanites. And she was a Zidionite, a princess of the Zidonites. Tyre and Zidon. So when you hear about Tyre and Zidon, you hearing about her family. Them damn nasty Africans. Alright? And them same damn nasty Africans, they had ships. It's the thing is Joel Go to Joel 3:3. 3:3. Yeah, these nasty Africans sold us in slavery too.
Book of Joel 3:3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink.
Yeah. Read on.
Count verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Read that again.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Cause they the one at the time was like a port and had all the ships and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And they had the power to put us on them ships in slavery. And we've been in slavery more times this in America. We was in slavery in Babylon, Syria. You know what I mean? And back then Africans was putting us on ships, selling us, man. It ain't just happened with the translated slave trade. Shit. The Africans was our first slave masters, man. Egypt. You know what I mean? And then when we deal with other nations, they still had their hand in our slavery, man. But we want to be African American, man. Right. You better watch your tongue when you say I'm African.
Right.
I mean, I look on Facebook today, right? And my stomach was just turning, man. I see this dude. He posts South Africans like dancing in the club, and he's like, "Yeah, I love my black people." I'm like, man, they ain't black.
They're not your black people.
They is not black, man. They is not black people. They might be dark skinned as hell, but they not black people. Black is a condition, man. They not suffering. We suffering.
Right.
When they come over here, the goddamn government give them a grant. Sometimes when you go to the hospital, they be your doctors, they be your lawyers. They own all kind of businesses. Man, the hell with that. When you go to the flea market, all you see is Africans.
That's right.
In them booths.
That's right.
Why people at them booths, man?
You go to New York.
They over there in College Park and over there in International Mall. Every booth you walk by is a damn African, man.
That's right.
Tell me I'm lying. You go down the street, down into the flea market down the street, every booth is an African.
That's right.
Then you got the African women talking about, you want me to do your hair? You ain't touching my hair. You ain't taking out my goddamn edges. You ain't touching my hair, man. We'll go ahead and work.
Marcus, if I may, real heavy, is it true what they say that they call the free market a free market?
Salakia, that verse in Joel 3:3, how it says they sold a girl for wine. The people of Ghana, it was a couple years ago, they trying to get us to come to Ghana, you know, and the president of Ghana was apologizing. Said, "We sorry we sold you for wine and guns."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all right here too, you know.
Right. You got every corner trying to sell us some smell goods, and they smell horrible. They just use their own stuff they selling.
Give them goddamn East Indians, man, and Arabs too.
Yeah.
Like you sell us all this smell good, and you don't take a bath or none of that, man. I can't. I'm like, man, you need to use some of this stuff, man. I'm about to buy a bottle for you. Yeah, man. Well, what time it is, man? Okay. Yeah, okay. We getting a little on time. We're gonna say these prayers, man. All right.
All right, cut.
What time did I go to camp? Huh? 1 o'clock. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go ahead and do these prayers. Y'all want you come on up?
Okay.
Oh shit. Hey, get my phone, water.
You gotta blow the horn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know what to do.
You slide on over.
No, you go over there. You need to blow the horn?
Yeah, come.
You know how to blow the horn?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, go over
But it
there.
need to be cleaned up, though.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing right there.
Love you and all.
You gonna sing the prayers? He said, "Come over right now." All right, Imagine.
Damn right.
Go ahead and give it a drink. Pour them water.
Who started off? You started off.
Yasha'Allah.
Right, we will say the prayers. We get the Lord's Prayer. Go ahead, now stop.
Upon Hakudam, which means face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abadao.
Abadao.
Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayat. Shamka. Yahau. Malakuka. Taba'ah. Batazayik. Hayat. Aisha. Baharatazah. Kawah. Hayat. Bashamayim. Thanaw. Come. Call. The one. Wasalakina. Kawakina. Kasalakina. Kawakina. Wala'ah. Taba'ina. Banasai one. Abo. Awashayna. Ayan. Rai. Kayak. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wala'ala. Watapara. Wa'ayawalani.
Amen. It's the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Stars, turn. Be seated. You're going to read the announcements.